Hey, hey, hey. Meow. Kylie, Lars, Hugh, M, Kylie again, Scarlett, Allison, Negan. Hello. Greetings from Melbourne. I hope I'm saying that right. Melbourne. It's not Melbourne, I guess. I'm not Flansborough. Jeremy, Kylie. Hey. Hi, everybody. It's some day of the week. What day of the week is it? We're flying to Perth right now. We've got 2 shows in Perth, and then that's the end of the Australian leg. Those are our last shows. I guess there are tickets still available to one of them. I'll be saying that every 30 seconds on this broadcast, if that's what you call it. Hey, everybody. Boig, Flans Boig. That's the way you say it. I'm really sleepy. I had to take sleeping pills last night because I'm doing the Judy Garland routine with just like drinking coffee for the shows and then like not being able to get to sleep, and it's like killing my mental health. Hey guys, how's everybody doing? So the election's in a few weeks. I don't want to get political, but I can't take Donald Trump, so I hope everybody's getting out to vote. I'm going to be absentee voting in New York State. I've already got my appointment. Hey, where is John L? John L's probably out and about, looking at something beautiful and unique. I'm stuck here at the hotel. Did my emails, my morning emails. What's my favorite color? I think the truth is, I think blue is probably it. But, colors are all good. I like pink. The 2 questions about my favorite color. I like pink. I even like millennial pink, as controversial as it is. Look at that. I was rocking that for a while. Okay. Send the mullet. I'm excited to come to Belfast. We're excited about Belfast too. The whole tour is going to be a blast. We're going to be in Europe. Oh, I should say we're going to be in the UK, Scotland, and England in November. So if you're there, come and see us. We've been doing these flood shows, and I feel like it's taken a while, but the flood shows have kind of come into their own. It's a beautiful thing. Nottingham, Nottingham is sold out. Hey, John. Hey, Megan, shared the love. I really don't know what the hearts and the thingamajigs are good for. I don't quite get it. I don't quite get it. People say it's how you monetize these things. We're not looking to monetize them, but we do want the algorithm to get the word out about what we're doing. So I guess I want to promote them. Well, but how is it really money? What did you attach a credit card to your TikTok? I don't remember there being a credit card. Goo, John, I'm drunk. Goo, take it easy, man. Don't drive. John, glad to see you live. Yeah, I'm happy to be alive myself. See you in Boston and Philly. Those are going to be epic shows. Let's see. What these things are flying by. I can't. Are you on Instacut? I like John better. Nice. I saw how that worked. Sing Dr. Worm. I'm not singing nothing right now. Any plans to come to Montana? No, not currently. We would love to. We've played in Montana, and we've played in a lot of northwestern states, but it's not exactly on the circuit. Antioch College Story. I went to Antioch for like a year. It was actually sort of a tough, it was a complicated time. Everybody's college life is complicated. Do you like skipping? Everybody likes skipping. I played bass on the Viva Variety. That was, I think, Graham Maybe from Joe Jackson. He plays with Joe Jackson. He's famous for playing with Joe Jackson. Oh my God. I went there for a semester. Crazy place. Yes, it was. What is your favorite sing you've made? I like all of the sings. Most with needles. These are going so fast I can't even read them. Just got happy 3. Will you ever play Last Wave again? Probably. Once in December and beyond. Once we're not doing flood shows, we'll be able to get back to doing the big show idea where we basically have 3 nights of different music and, the very expanded repertoire, like 70, 80 songs in rotation. And that really brings in a lot of extra stuff. How do you come up with the set list? Very carefully. That's really I spend a lot of time trying to make things work. Like this tour, we started out of the gate, we were doing 2-night stands, and I was trying to make the second night completely different than the first for the people who were coming back. But there was also the Flood show that we were obliged to do the entire album of. So it was a tricky bit of business balancing out like audience favorites, all the Flood songs, and musically challenging stuff. I'm trying to be as forthright about that as possible. But I think we've actually got 2 full shows now that are quite different from each other in many ways, as much as possible, with the Flood album being played. And it's still, I think they seem distinct, and they both seem fresh, and they both seem fresh to us, which is really good. Like last night we played Metal Detector. We haven't played Metal Detector in many months, or maybe even years. Boo the Ghost, yeah, look at Boo the Ghost. These things are crazy. Boo, boo. No, I said boo. All right, stop asking him. No, you guys are gross. Love you guys. Grew up on your kids' music and listened to you. Yeah, that's a very cool info club news study you put out in the 90s. Were super cool. Even though, is there a way I can go back on this thing? This is all, it's going too fast. Can you please? Croucher, don't listen to them, John. I'm not listening. That's your Yankees. I go strictly by logos and mascots with my sports teams. That's how into sports ball I am. It's all about mascots. Is my voice funny? Is it
headphones on or my headphones off? I don't know. I love seeing you in Tulsa. The name of the next album. We don't have a name for the next album. I sound better now? Oh, shit. I think maybe I need to turn my headphones off to get better sound. Oh, God. This happens all the time. Okay. Now it should be much better sound. Tell me if it is. The Thinking Man's... is the Thinking Man's band, I Still Cringe. That you told someone that? I don't know. When I was a younger man, I thought if you called They Might Be Giants a Thinking Man's drinking band, that would be a good slogan for us. I don't know why. It just appeals to me. But it probably is a pretty cringe thing. Okay, the audio's coming through good now. That's good. Sorry about that. I wear these headphones all the time so I don't bug people in hotels. What's your favorite song that you sung? I like How Can I Sing Like a Girl? That song means something to me. I Hit My Head, Memo to Human Resources, all the sort of sad sack songs. What about oat milk? I don't know anything about oat milk. I'm not sure oat milk is actually good for you. Thoughts on Chappell Roan? I hope she does well. She seems like she probably feels like she's being shot out of a cannon right now, and dealing with that level of fame must be impossible. Otis Ball's the best. I saw you in Chicago. It was cool. I was second row with the red hair. Yeah, those were some fun shows. We did we do tub thumping when we were there? You guys will be back in upstate area anytime soon? I will be back in Sullivan County in just a little bit, and then we're off to the UK. Purple Bay is a banger. Are you guys going to bring... It'd be so... Dan's versus IZ. My bad, bro. Flans, you think Hearing Aid is the best song on Flood? I think it's an interesting song. I like the arrangement. I like the sonics of it and the craziness of it, that it actually it devolves into a pure noise, which seems very unlikely. Okay. Hey, you brought out the. It would be fun to do. I hit my head. We've done it. We've done it in, a couple of times in the past, and we did West Virginia off of John's State Songs album. Who are my guitar heroes? I like the punk rock new wave. With the dark. There you go. Can you play Fine on the road show? How is Linnell, if I'm able to ask that? How is Linnell? Linnell's doing good. Linnell's doing very good. He's out and about all the time. I was wondering if you ever heard or listened to Aphex Twin. I hear people refer to Aphex Twin all. I was wondering if you ever heard or listened to Aphex Twin. I hear people refer to Aphex Twin all the time. Aphex, I guess people talk about the Postal Service sort of like having an Aphex Twin vibe, or like that you can hear the influence of Aphex Twin on later Radiohead. So I guess they're very influential, but for some reason, I just haven't really checked in with them, or if it did, it just kind of washed over me. Yes, this guy kind of looks like Flans. This is Flansburgh. Hey guys, keep those hearts and clovers coming. I have listened to Mac DeMarco. Mac DeMarco's music is interesting, but I think Mac DeMarco's promotional videos are the funniest. That's what I was going to say. Let's see. I have not really investigated any Radiohead albums thoughtfully enough. I've checked them out as much for like production. Yeah, it's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse guy. That's right. That's how I introduce myself if somebody asks me what I do, like a taxi driver or something. Lucky Ball and Chain. There you go. Okay, guys. I have to admit, my musical tastes run kind of archaic. So, asking me, my thoughts on a million contemporary acts these aren't even contemporary acts. Okay, you named your feline daughter Hot Cha. Oh, nice. How sweet. Well, Hot Cha, I think, was the name of one of the horses in the Parker Brothers Derby Day game. Thank you for that. That's very nice. Okay. I'm so glad people love you all now. Some people like us. I'm in Australia, folks. We're going to Perth. If you know anyone in Perth, tell them we're these shows and have another sold out show. One of the shows already sold out. Music first or lyrics? It's an interesting idea. We go every which way possible. Sometimes it's just a catchphrase and then you hit the music. And sometimes it's just you write out a whole lyric and then you just plug in the music. Sometimes you have a musical idea and you really just sort of Mad Lib it on top, and that's a very plastic way of working. You can rewrite a whole lyric if you like the lyrics don't come out as interesting as you want. Just plow over it and do it again. John, I got drunk and forced my friend to listen to When Will He Die. Should I apologize to her? I think if you're forcing anybody to listen to anything in any state, you should probably apologize. Best meal you've had in Australia so far? This is a kind of a funny thing to say, but the quality of sushi here is incredibly high. Like even in the simplest, like you can get delivery sushi that would be the equivalent of airport sushi, and it's like the best sushi you've ever had. It's like it's bizarre. They just I guess the proximity to Japan, the proximity to like very fresh everything. Australia is great food wise, and also all the produce is really good. So it's like I've had some great breakfasts. It's just crazy. It's nice. Have I seen any giant bugs? No, I haven't. Are there any giant bugs? Do you like the music Ween makes? Sure. you seem like you make good dad jokes. I don't really know any dad jokes. I think one of the things about making dad jokes is you probably have to be a dad, and I'm not. But also, I think people have like sets of dad jokes in their back pocket, and I'm just not. The only jokes I can remember are like, what has 8 arms and kills its girlfriend? Squid vicious. That's the closest I get to a dad joke. It's kind of a dad joke. All right. Not the Australian sushi. What, you laughing at that? Yeah, you try some Australian sushi. All right, the tour is going really well. We had some great shows in Melbourne. Said some stuff that probably would get us in trouble. I've got some photos of my cat, Password1234. Just yesterday, Robin sent me some pics, and they seem to be thriving. They know how to have a good time. What was the most painful album to make? I mean, I wouldn't describe it as painful, but the album Join Us took a little bit of extra time to make, and I think it was well worth it. We had done, I guess, the Else, and then we had done 2 kids records kind of on deadline because Disney was very serious about their deadlines, and for reasons that are too complicated to explain, but were very real and very much part of our deal. So like to fulfill that contract, we had to sort of get those things out, and it really drained us. And then we thought like, oh, we'll just get back to touring. Let's get a new album together. And we started working on Join Us. And it was really the only time that we kind of ran aground. I have not heard of any of that controversy at all. You listen to Flood a lot. I listen to Flood a lot. I have to listen to Flood every night. I don't know when we'll be making any more kids albums. We made 5 of them. They're like there's a lot of music that we've done in that realm. I think we're just gonna move, kind of stick in our original rock music lane for the time being. But I'm very proud of the 5 kids projects that we did. And we did a couple of kids books too, and those came out good. Favorite song to perform live recently? I really enjoyed doing Darlings of Lumberland. It's actually a tricky song to sing accurately because there's 3-part harmony that's, we really have to focus up to do it right. And there's a bit of choreography that we can forget. But I feel like the song, and there's a bit of choreography that we can forget. But I feel like the song sort of adds another. The horn arrangement is so kind of singular to us, and Stan did such a good job with it and kind of amplified the song. It was really good. All right, more Hearts and Clovers. Anybody here? Should I be getting off? Any final questions? Oh, folks, I need to tell you, we have a new vinyl album out that's going to be available as an exclusive download at TMBG shop soon. It's called Beast of Horns, and it has a lot of the special horn tracks that we've been working on for the past year and a half or so. Beast of Horns, yeah. Beast of Horns is a stone cold banger, says Chase Roper. Thank you, Chase. The reviews are already in. I think it's a really great set of songs, and I really like playing with the horns. It's what's wild about it for me is that a lot of times with horns applied kind of as an overlay over rock bands, they kind of they just do one thing. With the way the horns work in our show, I feel like I just feel like there's so many different ways we can arrange a track now, and they all kind of complement what we're doing. And there's the euphonium, which is always great. Can you please sign the camera so you got your autograph? I don't know how to sign my camera. Do you like Eminem? I have a friend who is in love with Eminem, deeply, personally affected by Eminem. It's like a very meaningful person in his life. What is your opinion of The Else? It's my favorite album. I love The Else. It seems very affected by the political moment in which it was made, which is funny because in some ways the political moment has only gotten worse. Thoughts on Mitski? Oh, I think people in general love Mitski. I got into Mitski relatively early, but I had no context for who she was. I didn't. I mean, not that I really have any context for who she is now, but I didn't think of her as a commercial artist. I thought of her as basically just an obscure independent artist. And then, 2 years after I heard, I guess, Puberty 2 and other songs from, her earlier work, somebody was like, oh, she's opening for Taylor Swift. And I was like, Mitski's opening for Taylor? It was I just thought of her as just a very specific, interesting, small time thing, and not the superstar act that fills Radio City Music Hall. Hey, can you guys sign your vinyl of the Elves? Of course we could. Lumberland, it was great on Piece of Horns. Yes, I think it came out great. Hopefully, I'm sure one of the nights if we're playing one night in Atlanta, we will definitely do Darlings of Lumberland. If we're playing 2 nights in Atlanta, one of those nights we'll be playing it. Yes, the Darlings. I don't want to spoil anything. No, any chance of kids concerts? The kids stuff just confuses things. We play a lot of bars, and it's a real drag when there are kids in bars. And this is how I can explain how it's a drag when kids are in bars. When kids are in bars, it's a drag. So that's why we tend to not do kids shows, is because it's just like a no-win situation. People want to spend $4 on a kids show, and then when we aren't doing kids shows, people will drag their 5-year-olds into a place that's like filled with broken glass and broken needles and people who are off their meds, and it's just not worth it's not worth it. Your first show was at the Bayou Bowl in 1999. Love you guys. Come back to Miami soon. I think we'll be there very soon. All right, guys. Is there a way to tell how many people are on here? Let's see. Is this? I've got 99 new messages. Holy smokes. Once again, Apollo 18 cassette. Story behind Dr. Worm. I'm not really sure. That's really a question for John Linnell. I always think of it as kind of related to Dr. Love by the band Kiss. Thoughts on the? I don't know much of them. I know the guitar player from the Smiths has worked with that guy, and I love the guitar player from the Smiths, whose name I'm spacing out right now because I haven't really had enough coffee. You went to your 16 plus show and you're 14. Well, yeah, I love that. What are your thoughts on video games? I don't play video games. Ever had a chance for Back to Skull to make some kind of return? Yes. And we're actually working on a vinyl release of that and sort of a repackage of that. You played at Cali Preschool when my cousin was in pre-K. She's now 19. I don't ever remember playing in a Cali Preschool, but maybe. I mean, we played on the Disney lot once. I think that was the closest we did doing a kids thing in California. And we played at Royce Hall, which is certainly not a preschool. Can you bring Dr. Worm to your Brooklyn show? Really want to meet him. Yes, Dr. Worm will be driving the tour bus. What Dial Song, will Dial Song make a comeback? Never say never. I would love to try to figure out how to organize that. It would take so much work. Stop spamming. Okay, right back at you. Role play riot. Oh, wait, no, they're saying they're addressing somebody else. I guess somebody else is spamming this feed. I thought they were referring to me. I was like, okay, I stand accused. Also, I did a minor key edit of Dead the other. Oh yeah, that was interesting. That was amazing. Those things are cool. Do more things like that. It'd be great if you did that again. Do other stuff that way. You have influenced all the bands I like. Thank you. Oh, interesting. I never think about influencing anybody. Hey, all right, guys. Do you like Doctor Who? I've never seen Doctor Who. Hey, you guys, more questions are welcome. Ask me anything about anything. These are the things that are happening with They Might Be Giants. We are going to Perth today at noon. Then we have a new album coming out called Beasts of Horns on vinyl, and it's an exclusive download. There will be a couple of tracks streaming as like a sampler on Spotify to tease you, but that is all we're doing. And After that, we are touring in England, Scotland, and Ireland in November, and the East Coast in December. In the spring, we're going to be traveling to a few select southern places before we do the JoCo cruise, and after that, we look to have a new album coming out. So I am going to prepare myself to get off this thing. If we get a last blast of likes and crowns and crazy emojis plastered across my face, let's see how many emojis can be plastered across my face. Evidently, these things are worth money, but I mean, how are they getting money from people? I don't remember putting down a credit card, but I guess I must have. But we don't need the money. We're gonna be giving money to some relief shelter for kittens. Hey, ice cream's so good. Stream when? The state of Texas. Well, we'll be back in the state of Texas real soon, I'm sure. London concerts. Oh, there are like a tiny amount of tickets still left to the second show in London. And I think that's it. Oh, look, somebody put on a crown like Homestar. That's nice. Oh, you just got here. If you got any questions, kick them out. All right. And the gray goo is taking over the feed. The spam is finally wearing me down. Favorite guitar pedal. Favorite guitar pedal. Well, that's on my favorites list. We are coming to London. You say, please come to London, please. We are already booked in London. When I see things like this, it kind of makes me a little crazy. We're going to be in London in like 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Well, I don't know, very soon. So there are tickets available to a London show. So please go to TMBG.com and look at our upcoming tour dates. England, Scotland, Ireland, Perth, Boston, New York City. We're playing in Brooklyn. Can you help with AP Music Theory homework? I wish I could. What I know about music theory is quite limited. My daughter started at Pratt. We had no idea you went there until they posted your interview. Oh yeah, Pratt really changed my life. I loved going to Pratt. It was such a great experience for me. I was really lost before I went to Pratt, and Pratt kind of just focused me up in every way imaginable. All these cities are fun. Melbourne is a blast, man. Melbourne is such a beautiful place, and it's just fun to be here. All right, folks, I'm going to get off this thing and get back to my workaday world, but I want to thank you all for tick-tocking in and join me again. Let me see if there are any final questions here. Thank you. See you in December in Boston. Yes, tell your friends. We really need people to come out in Boston. Have a great day. You guys have a great day. And thanks for participating. We love Melbourne. Lean Showcase. That would be interesting. All right. Adios. Let me see if I can figure out how to